Mantimini Teresa and now be seen there.
Okay.
I said me you two kwano you motiti here.
Okay.
She said many Akosua Serwaa and mawoma makomaku enum senyankopon kraya madoma me de be another be 5 besa ka ho.
Said Daddy Lumba eka asem we 2017. That was January 20th 2017 and Daddy Lumba eka asem we entiene said Daddy Lumba awu na osi uye sikani e kurum ha oye politician e kurum ha oye lawyer e kurum ha oye judge e kurum ha na se eneyi udi wutumi e de wusika udi brebi ebe chinchim na yere maami Akosua Serwaa wansa agena japade e de akoma wo bia Yakopon e hatasoro hono mo a wo hwe ere mi no mienu nyina abrada Lumba e ka sa asem we no na wono odobroni wo mbawo yansubusa ho se adenti na oyi wodobroni mafiri mu a na ose owo emma 5 na mpo na me ya adom obesa wo 5 e de aka ho mesi abrada Lumba e ka sa asem we no na one maami Akosua Serwaa awomiensa na eye Denise esoso eka ho enan ena na saa eye ne third born we esoso eye de eka ho enum one eye maami Akosua Serwaa first eye son abusua eye Kevin no onu achi no ena okowo saa Denise no saa girl bi no a obaya announcement say yamra Daddy Lumba yi no this lady a friend mama ne ba Denise de oba ye ni bi oba panyere bi no a na o se ye bi no ono achi ena owo ne ba otoso miensa we so no ba foforo tinachese we na abaye ne third born a ne second son cause no dey ka Kevin dada ena okowo Denise ena obawu we ena obi achiri one maami Akosua Serwaa esa akowo mienu esa de ye de ka ho ti abra grant interview enyina o se ne ma 5 no na one odobroni so wo mbawo cause according to omu nkire mu kire se Daddy Lumba na odobroni omo first born 2011 suppose awade no e ba so 2010 and number 2011 2012 mu ode ba at that time 2017 o grant interview nyina no na anya wone na wo mienu na nso busa ho sa dentina na odi sie fi se that time no na maami Akosua Serwaa enya nhunu se Daddy Lumba eno odobroni se bempreduasa omotwe mprampo na omakoda kra e de amabatura kupie mu the same time nyina no na Daddy Lumba eno odobroni asetena no na odisie ne yere enti se wantimi amfa sabi emakura na ono odobroni wo that time kra no wantimi anka ankyere wiase anka nkora no kra anka ne ma ho at that time 2017 no enti himfa ana busuya maami Akosua Serwaa everejate ni kunu 17 years that is the 17 years no 208 no cause Daddy Lumba wu 2025 wakati 17 free mu anache se be 208 mu but Daddy Lumba be di nkomo 2017 osemene me yira Akosua Serwaa na wo oba mene ne tia me ware no Akosua Serwaa ada na Daddy Lumba aka se oba mene ne tiwa wore jetime start time no so na poison issue no ho no mo cause poison issue no happened 2015 after some amene ba Ghana ama ono kura kronfo koche no bu no kura nyenye ize okoye na ne de poison samto no so some maami Akosua Serwaa poison included Daddy Lumba which was 2015 and oye interview 2017 enti that time wa okopia and the dosi show so a na ne ho denden na ote wo kasa na ete na Daddy Lumba yare o grant interview 2017 no e de na che se Daddy Lumba yare 2017 ewoko 2018 na maami Akosua Serwaa ma no wuye oba Ghana be ye yi a Daddy Lumba kura posa yi ni bi e de na che se no wo yare na o TV mu no so de kwa yi no e de na che se na wo yare so 2018 after that particular interview interview happened 2017 no na chi 1 year ansa na maame Akosua Serwaa behunu se saa ababaawa Daddy Lumba de ne chia ne se wo boaboa na soso no mu wo fi honom no saa na wone no awo besem yensa and according to that is in the social media class I am Akosua Serwaa be ye 2018 no aye na busua no efre Daddy Lumba se omra na omontrate na enyema bi ho no montra so be so Daddy Lumba koranko Satan na poison issue no ejina mu no na poison issue ni jina mu den entiene se papa ya firi mu ne e won ko fubu okroma se omu wo sika edi sika bo omu asafo ne se bempredu asase nyame di sika ma wo a nyame di sika ma wo because of afoforo nti because of enipa nti ene nyame di sika ma wo se nipa ni ho no mu a enipa sika enye hwe sika bebrebe a wo no enye hwe enti the sika na nyame di amamu no o di amamu purposely for say seven preduasa enipa benya sa sika no so mfaso na emom nyame amfa sika na ama nipa bi no se seven preduasa momfa sika no mesisi mu nua bi no enti Ghana for kuramo sha se Odo broni dabai ne 2019 2020 ye koya na Daddy Lumba do Odo broni piepie enti so betra ka kire mse menyi ndi se obi ahwe obi 17 years a won say ye ntro Daddy Lumba krabet ebetra Ghana 2012 more ekura Daddy Lumba ba Ghana oso ahwe obi 17 years yet 17 so free 2005 so 208 Daddy Lumba so nte Ghana 208 Daddy Lumba onte Ghana Entina jama e hona na akwo Daddy Lumba na akwo mko ye no yimfa enipa nim nukure nanso nipa boa papa se enukure ni yenka Ghana ha is whom you know how much you can pay, how much you can offer. Mr. Ghana ha is whom you know. So when you are saying that se wuni mubia, the betim ya kan wasem edi amount. How much you can pay. So when you are saying that so betim ya trian kwa dia, abusu ya betim ya kan wasem the amount. How much we can offer. So your banner when you are saying wa, ubetim do ho twaswa, and you betim ya kan wasem no edi amount. Ghana ha embra nya dwuma enokure ni ha. Yeni ha na na se yi pia judges bi no mo je mponchene eye 2000 eja amanfo a omudifo no mo je mmomko na me ko se wasem yi ba e kura no se tete obi social media yi so enti me obaka tere bi se menye saa na ma we ni a ebeye trense magie de me wo se totally entro na wutwa timu de mo ba tra wo man mu na mo besi no kureti asese ya na mama no pro abeye no kurese ya mo ntonkoso once say enipa bu okromu ha enka ne ebu ne nipa de mo no once esu asase eti mi say mi okromu ha skafo bu ha me amtie ni mu mo bie mi mfo mo nya bie mu mo bie seven period asame ntwa da bi magisika bia ho no mi ntwa da bi mbepahwe ho obatu se mi wu na kom de mi ade ba kom ne na mi wu nko eye da ye nipa bia be wu mi mfo sika nya hwe ena Yakobon so ma kom ne me ma mi wu Cause nipa bia me yahunu se saa bo musika nyina adwenbone saa ta akire enukure nim cause kwanye se bi mo first watching chin obi nsa no enye the right way enye mo wayire ni bi o mo wo mane bi eye da ya 6 feet ye nyina obi abekọ bi obi asu no wa wu am ye de na honya de asie ni da so obenya sika na se bi predia se obuo ni ani die nim se de enyo tia ya dan na ma me Akosua Serwaa ne true Daddy Lumba jai no kwa wale Odo broni 2010 na Daddy Lumba kwatena eye so 2017 akwaka se wo ba wo ware no ene ma me Akosua Serwaa na wanti aka se wo ba me wale no ene Odo broni musumu so wale Odo broni 2010 akwatena so 2017 se na yire e de Akosua Serwaa uye na baka kyerɛ sɛ menkɔgye saa asɛm yi ni kyinkyinkyin a na menyi ni a wo se metaa wo bi we yɛ tan ɛno kura na mompɛ ɛna nipa bi a wodi bɔne akyi fɔbɔ no bi aso no ɛno me da wo no abusua so ɛda wo so o generation nyina no me da mo so abusua kansla no trot so ɛde nkomo bi sɛ asɛm de abusua sɛ antwa a ɛne international court kora bɛkɔ Semami Akosua Serwaa kwaya appeal na amfa any international court kora te se busua asem no beko na de ade wonu na odie enya de kom de no se bi mpraduasa obi mma wiase emabiri ni moja ni nya dwuma na se bi obi a won tosument da entwa wambro kokora da emepre japade emagemfa sebi eye nkwase asem ti cancel no to se omotin tam no hana ntamwa an international court ana asem no ebekwa akotwa ana emuduru honom no a na makoma abrofo no na mo makoka no honom yewu Ghana ha de yensin kan kora no wo Ghana ha yesi abutrika akobuburo ni bi afaso $8 million. Yes, we tikrum ha politician timi di $200 million ewo krum ha yenya ne hwe obi timi di $1.5 billion ewo krum ha yenya ne hwe sika politicians din wo krum ha no ewie gombotom edin wo krum ha no because of politics ni abrebra so ani eja o mu komba bi free o ma fo odi yede ye kokot saa be wie bo nsaba na case no kura no on said any interest wo mbiem hwete sam no ma fasika no odi se van can for that at US man timi anka tire US se mo fa kinu for that abaye but mo mo boachi wo bi dia ma US for so mo fa no nko uka onu tira Ghana ha obi epeska na okowura politics mu no cause politics mu nko na udi sika yenya ohwe politics mu ko na udi sika yenya ohwe ye greedy selfish adwempone na actually patrim adwempone enim sa de ye nwia inye etwebe patu de aye no yenim sa de ye de ye nwia enye maami akotsira jama sepim bradu asa awowue mu ha mutrimo osumo Ghana fo binum mutrimo odin o mo level of wickedness no eye high o ada na mutrimo odin sa Ghana fo binum ada na bone ni esum ewo mutrimo sa mundi temani abadaye ba akokora boy Abusua Rente Cancel Church Emra AHINTASEM TV subscribe like and share the comments so never emame
Friday the holiday I was screaming and telling them that Mr. Akosua Serwaa is coming to them.
Kyei is in bisa so then am one your best side chicks.
Side chicks are not supposed to be recognized. There are people in disguise because you are not supposed to be introduced.
But what did you say about side chicks the other time?
Me, if I'm the one who brought side chick book 107.
Yes.
Yes.
So what did you say about
You used
side
to
chicks?
defend them.
Yes. So what did you say about
When
side
you
chicks the
say
other
when you
time?
say defend, I always tell you that side chicks are people that God gave them the grace and they are part of marriage.
You always say that.
I always say so they are not recognized, so we don't introduce them.
If you are not
should be in
recognized,
the
then
dark.
why do you call them as part of marriage? Or why do you...
Because they help build the marriage.
So there's recognition there.
No, you just here. I have listed the 9 group of women in the life of men that are supposed to be known. The only person that is
Are
introduced is a
supposed
wife.
to be.
Known and introduced. And I say it's only the wife that is introduced.
So how do you introduce and know something you don't recognize?
So I'm saying that at the end of the day, if Rosie is my side chick, never will I introduce her anywhere. The day I introduce her, the relationship breaks up. It ends there. I mean, nobody should know your side chick as a sitting down.
Not even his friends.
The moment somebody knows Rosie is my side chick, the relationship has ended.
Wow.
Because you are not supposed to be there. The chikasanim pompo and uponya side chick, but emprise ompra. It's not recognized. Ompra, that's the word.
Oh,
That's the original Chi language. It's ye cha pra for. Na sa boy be dan ho on your account, ye cha pra for on count. Entina oba anajo. Na we kokwa ahomache. Obi ehu, unjare wo fi o hye be ba wo. Na say na Rosie Mati o mani no mo koye mprantwe na akwa ti say awale o maji ati o. Nya do broni dey bi akwa wi. Side chick wo because side chick wo power upgrade you from a side chick to a baby mama. So there's a difference between a baby mama and a side chick. Mind you, a baby mama has now brought a recognition to herself to be known that kola we mami or waba. I get what I'm saying. Like baby mamas are no side chicks. So Odo Broni has upgraded herself from a side chick to a baby mama. Who is a side chick? A side chick is any woman going out with a married man.
But do we know at that moment say na oye side chick and na say na onye side?
Hello,
It's okay, court,
Luba
yes,
was married?
yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
What type of marriage?
Luba was married legally.
What type? Any
Civil
marriage?
marriage.
Legal.
No, civil marriage. One man, one wife. It was not one man, many wives. Another German marriage
customary
registry.
is also legal.
Yes, but I'm saying that so Lunga. Lumba was married under the civil law, one man, one wife, and the marriage was contracted clearly.
No, nini wari Ghana had there as what?
Mind you, that by the laws, by the laws of this country, nobody should marry twice. It's once in a marriage.
That is true.
Good. So if you do a traditional marriage or customary marriage, and you decide to do a civil marriage, the law says that the traditional marriage is nullified.
Yes, it is only a customary marriage that can be upgraded to.
There's nothing called upgradement.
That can be converted.
There's nothing called conversion.
Fine, but for want of proper
No, it's not conversion.
So what do you call that?
Once you decide to marry again, on the register you are called a bachelor.
Nullify.
It's nullified because you are called a bachelor and a spinster.
Yes, inti say me ware customary.
Yes.
Na me pese sisi no me ko your friend is saying civil.
Unwaleda.
That means say
unwaleda.
Me no ba ko na say mi jai omo.
Unwaleda. Krata chesa unwaleda. So unwale penga.
But mean to me embe civil embe customer.
Tebio.
It's never reverse.
Ghana hanenya reverse bako nya supreme sem bako. Eti Lumba ware ye no ware fie die pe. What must say? And no German no ye court.
But do we know the type of marriage he had in Ghana?
We see the kind ebusuan for essay ebusuan penyi friends say o papa defense.
Tupac.
Kofi Usu.
Kofi Usu na say ono de onim yire a ye wale no wonanim Akosua Serwaa meboa. Aha. Enti ye the fie dia mo friend customary marriage. Omo e wa ha. Omo ko Germany pe. Okoye civil marriage e fie dia na iden egu.
Under which laws?
Under the law of Ghana, once you go and then marry civilly, the first one is gone. That's why people go to America. Then they choose their marriage.
German laws no. German laws no. Did they also check say unia wari wa?
So let me tell you one of the things with international law when it comes to marriage. As you sit right now, if you're married with Rosie customary and you go straight to America, go to UK, go to Germany, and they ask you and say yes, I'm married. Proof of marriage. Who is your wife? You say Rosie. And then they take you to a registry. They put the two of you together. Only traditional marriage, only customary marriage. Until what they have there is one marriage. So once you tell us Rosie, they've accepted Rosie as a wife. Cool. That's the law.
But did he come to nullify that procedure?
It is an automatic nullification, my brother.
See, that one now, Nyawokano, and no yet within our.
No, that's not the law.
Customary marriage.
So that's another. No. Once the foreign affairs. No. So once the foreign affairs.
Customary marriage.
Once the foreign affairs ministry has recognized you as Mrs. Fosu in your thing, then they have accepted that you are a legally registered wife to a man called Fosu. And foreign affairs has accepted Lumba's wife like that. What are you gonna say? So foreign affairs are to. So once you go through that process, it means that the marriage here is nullified. You don't need to come and call with a guy and say, I'm not nullified. This is a engagement Thursday.
Not Sunday, my wedding.
That's all. Once I can't so Sunday Sunday dear 7-1. Young go bobia manio. Etina mbrane see ye from baby son say. When you obey in Samawa there, a brand now the law says it's illegal. You don't need to ask any question because Kratana Rosie Choni Dean or Choni Dean Amole Washi Spencer George Lutrot Bachelor. So by the status of me, the marriage registrar or the officer, marriage officer, and confirm you know me why that. So we have not been married before. That is what a civil ones means. So you and son ko chin confirm with say and then you didn't sound by your go no.
Councillor me bawo into me engagement. Na me engagement Saturday. If you for me busuan for na Sunday me call sorry so my certificate my sign you. And no, if you didn't go,
no, the event alone doesn't destroy.
If you didn't,
money certificate,
now sign almost certificate. Which certificate?
Sorry, mommy certificate. And I buy some mommy certificate.
Yes,
they are buying more certificate. I sorry the man.
I buy the one certificate.
One certificate.
It's a I buy.
Sorry this certificate. That's what it
it's me sign here no na. Me here will fear it.
I am bra. Obi atu wari me no man yi mu.
I me worry if you dem sorry there.
Which means if you didn't by virtue of was signing your friend is saying sorry dear, which is a binding makes if you didn't nothing but a ceremony or an event.
No. This is called it is nullified.
Nullified nature said then.
Yeah, it came.
No,
nature make us and say it makes more ebuzamu fancheme. Quote unquote rubbish of Niawaya.
No, it's not rubbish.
Yes, because it's
don't use the word. No,
like an event.
No,
don't
use that word.
It's nullified.
You can't even say it is. What we are saying is that once you decided, say, I want to have a civil marriage, then we are looking at you as a bachelor and a spinster. Asan,
in the council, why you will fear? Me know why you will fear. I am quite sorry. Me know one point so besan why you mana.
If you dear polygamous mobile 20, 50, 100, 80.
Okay.
But what we are shying away from.
I am sorry, independent sign
once you go and do civil marriage, then one man, one wife.
Niayen so yen fantung of adwin say people go to the marriage registry to sign not only civil marriages but also register customary marriages.
But if you register customary, hello, you can register when you register customary marriages. It doesn't mean that you can do civil marriage.
It is true, but what I'm saying is, we are saying legal, and it's making people feel say customary marriage is not recognized.
Every 3, we have only 3 marriages.
So customary anymore.
Yen customary yen traditions, yen traditions ejitum. And no, in Kofi nim say utimi call AMA na se for sign no bi.
And also you're signing on.
Your about 3 options. You baby sao. Say na wo kwa. It's 3 eh?
So we have 3
yes.
Under the cap 1 to say we have only 3 registered recognized marriages. The Mohammedan marriage, the customary marriage, and the civil marriage. And each of them are legal marriages. Whether with document or not, the court recognizes them as legal marriages. Just that the Mohammedan marriage gives you option to marry 4 women at the same time. You can't exceed 4. By what enacted them to marry 4. The customary marriage gives you the right to marry as many as you can.
That is
10,
right.
15, 20, 25, 100, 800, just like Solomon. But unfortunately for us, the civil marriage, which they lie to us that is a church type of marriage, it is a lie, gives you the option to marry 1 at a time.
That is true.
So you can marry, divorce, and marry, divorce, and marry, divorce. And mind you, when you marry, you can only divorce after 2 years, but you can separate after 1 year. So you cannot marry Rosie today and divorce Rosie today. It's not happening. There's no law like that. You can only go and seek for what you call separation. Maybe, for example, consummation is not happening because I've not been able to produce a male organ that is about 4 inches. Because the current law is that consummation must have 4 inches inclusive. Penetration should be 4 inches. That's the law. 4 inches. Say where you have inches.
Measure or iPhone.
Way more than 4 inches. So 4 inches complete is what gives you what do you call
4 inches something small.
And yes, small, Bema, don't use your male organ to measure us.
4 inches here.
The way you say small, I mean, you're using your male organ as yardstick in a place. What is 1 inch?
No, but
what is 1 inch?
Maybe there one.
What is 1 inch? Is your phone about 1 inch?
Hold on. Let's just.
So, but look at your male organ size.
Take this.
You see,
Use it to measure.
I measure cap. He said, "Fesi on."
Show me here.
Or the amount.
You pick a point, you hit another point. Now they go.
What did you cap now?
Me check up no.
Theophilus said any and one was 4 inch there, say small. 4 inch there.
Yeah, easy to be longer as 4 inches is small. Don't worry. We know what you're saying. As sport belly people, they will have sizes like that. It's okay. Abba.
You want to me?
I gave me one show.
Yeah, logging your queen.
So you mean by the law it says 4 inches complete. Or you can give it into short. It's this one. Man, no children who's a cap near.
Some people say me who send your
Don't go for no nya unim se na ye no.
Bogabium. Come on, chair.
Me dey chair.
Point it. Yes.
So what I'm saying is that so we all believe that Mrs. Akosua Serwaa, the legally registered wife of Daddy Lumba, was in town, and it was a good spectacle to behold. Even on 26th, when we were celebrating her, we all saw what happened. I mean, the system was jammed. The messages was not readable. I even called Rosie to come and read for us, and Abrache was forced to resign. It was going. It tells you the woman has a level of love for us, and we thank her so much for her patience, her maturity, and then 40. Do your thing for the students you have. On my bomb. I say 40.
On straight level.
I say 4.
So all we are learning is that you can marry as many as you can, but the truth is that in Ghana, engagement you can't say useless. At a time of marriage, you choose to do it, and now you choose not to do it.
This is obviously court be me ampa.
Why?
Me mama Akosua.
And as a court, we have but we need to clear the name. We have to know, said she is the legal registered wife.
Okay, see,
So I'll call for appeal.
Yes.
It is 8.5.
News now you only
This is 8.5 inches. Yes.
This one.
Yes. You can.
So half of this is 4 inches.
This is 8.
For nothing.
You could have asked about Boga from Cap.
What do you about me?
Oh, I mean, it was
7.
Where 8 inches?
Oba who 9 inches.
So maybe I do
complete. Oba who the depth is 9.
It's 9.
Yes, we'll be in twin duo, and you can take this.
We bet me do best
You
7
can
and
take
8.
this. If it's 8 point something, you can take this. And this is not what Sibo has. Like he has stopped radio law.
This is too big.
Sex toys, you know.
Ebin do say.
Ebin do 8.
No 8.
Yeah, the end of it. So I'm just saying, say I think Kofi tears over here there will have no. I mean, time on your visa no buy. Who is over Chrome or the visa never? So the visa. Or the visa never.
Yeah,
Ghanaian. And there are several times over Chrome ha. Yeah, announce it. Tell Lumba one.
Okay.
The stamps are there. I'm the 2 okra mobile.
Okay.
Or buy a stamp the passport.
Okay.
Nti wasi o mesrade nyamanya no. E so clear ni din ni ehu sampa o ye Mrs. Akosua Serwaa.
Okay.
And one is here. We just want that clearance. Now o clear ni dia ni ati assess na say Lumba we di same odi ye say no aware wo mremu no o san eye din na so wakodi Akosua Serwaa we di ntro ana we di back even say Odo broni. He's lied to the woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm married under the civil law where one man one wife. And I've come to lie to Rosie and married Rosie. We are calling to the first meeting. The father said, Obisa Lumba said, na Lumba unware da, no see the bion ware. So I say, Odo papa cancer. That statement is there. Yes, he said it at a meeting. Before they went to court. Or see Oba Obisa and said, Lumba baso be no Obisa and said, but that statement, you know, Obaso be yin nimu. Nimu, or Nimu get Obaso be yin nimu. And yawadi. So there are two things that have happened here. But judge in her leadership, Dr. Lorinda Smith Atta, judgment on the by my assessor, or sister Bibi and Yakra, a Chesa or Alin with you, Crofagenti and Fear Numpo, a Yasamunka, as if say, or compensating my minister, would then Yakra, because you could have said, you are not recognized, go. But the German people still know, say, she's the legally registered wife because the documents are there, is proving. So we will bring the finality to the case. If our appeal doesn't still sit down with us, we'll go to the international court. She has to be cleared.
Wow.
She has to be cleared.
Okay.
She has to be cleared.
Okay.
Echo.
I am a yard.
Goldberry and Construction Limited for say main country say more 5 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, finished apartment or more higher than a ton with a flexible payment terms. Etebusioni jiwa for numbers na ego screen so no 020 70 36 710 na efromo na enomo endi eye ehun koma afetu so se opese omu sidan no from scratch to finish so betimi aboawo se o wada bi na pese omu pese omu renovate so edema so betimi ayede aboawo se ene o asase ena pese already start so betimi ayede aboawo sa kwa no so se ene so o de open building materials so a abusua omu betimi ayede aboawo se usidan ena open drawing plan ultramodern one part so a contact omo na abusua munye bi emfama omo number no 020 70 36 71 0 020 70 36 71 0 abusua from sisi